me take this opportunity to welcome you in this lovely program, IQ Inter-School Challenge. Today I'm having my ELCT, Iluhya Secondary School. Iluhya is really found in Kagera region, Bukoba rural district, and in a specific area within the Bukoba village. Now, dear viewer, today we are going to see how these lovely students are able to to show us their talents. They are going to show us the talents. Of course, we are having the talents, different talents. We are having the brass band, which of course are going to play their band. Of course, I'm very sure you are going to enjoy a lot. We'll have the Q&A as well. We will also have other events as far as the IQ Inter-School Challenge is concerned. Let me just simply welcome you to stay tuned to your lovely station. And of course, don't move away. Stay tuned to Star TV and we are going to enjoy a lot. viewer, it's another fantastic moment that our Almighty has granted us to have this interesting, educative, informative, and innovative program. This is IQ Inter-School Challenge, which is on air. And of course, today, in our today's program, I'm having my lovely school. This is Elct, Iluhya Secondary School, which is within Kagera region in Bukoba Rural District. And of course, you are going to enjoy a lot from this school. In our today's program, we are having our fantastic or important segments. I'm having the debate program today, and of course, after which we'll have our talent shows and so forth. I'm kindly asking you just to join us from the beginning up to the end of this program, and I'm very sure you're going to enjoy and gain a lot. Dear viewer, let me welcome you for the first time. Welcome. Now, from the start, we are going to have a short introduction on from our head table, and of course, here we are going to have the total debate. Our today's session is African culture is better than European culture. I think you will discuss it together with us from where you are. Sit just direct opposite your television so that we can go together. Welcome once again.
I am Trista Ponshen. I come from Iluhya Secondary School.
I am Ethel Kabogi. I come from Iluhya Secondary School.
I am Beckham Baxton. I'm coming from Iluhya Secondary School.
My name is Milton Gwakisa. I come from Iluhya Secondary School.
My names are Agnes Simejel. I come from Iluhya Secondary School.
Okay, I would like to welcome the motion mover to elaborate more about the motion. You're welcome.
Thank you, Chair Reddy, for giving me this golden opportunity. Honorable Chair Reddy, and the protocol is observed. Our motion states that African traditional culture is more better than European culture. I will just describe the keywords of the motion. African, this means this is something that is possessed by the Africans. And tradition is the knowledge, customs, and the practices that are practiced by the Africans and are possessed from one generation to another. Better is an adjective that expresses something more suitable, preferable, and desirable, and the high quality. That means the African culture is the culture that is as high quality than that from the European. The European culture is the total way of life of the Europeans. So in this debate, the proposers will agree the motion. That means they will support the Africans, and the opposers will disagree the motion and they support the Europeans. I will also be the grammarian, and I will correct some grammar errors. Thank you.
Okay, three strong claps to the motion mover. Okay, that's good. Okay, the points which will be allowed in this debate will be the point of inquiry, additional point, point of love, point of appreciation, and the audience, you will also participate in this debate. Don't be dull, okay? Got me? Okay, this side are the proposers and the opposers, and this side are proposers. I would like to start with the proposers side. Gisela Salvatore, take the floor.
I am Gisela Salvatore from Iluhya Secondary School. Thank you, Chair Ray, Judge, the motion mover, Secretary, the timekeeper, the opposers and proposers, and the audience at large. I propose the motion which says that the African culture is better than the European culture by the following views. The first view is that the African culture is better than the European culture because the African culture reduces crimes. In the African culture, there is the clans of the Africans, the worshiping style among the Africans, and if someone does something which is desired or accepted in the clan, can be punished by the gods of that clan. So the African culture reduces the crime. Someone cannot rape, cannot steal, because he's fearing to be cast by the gods in that clan. The second view is that the African culture is better than the European culture because the African culture is used as the identity. The way we wear, the way we talk, we walk, or we eat in manner identifies the Africans and differentiates them from their brothers. If you meet the Maasai, all the way the higher hitch where they have sat down, that differentiates the Africans from the Europeans. And the third view is that the African culture is better than the European culture because the African culture molds the youth. The African culture sharpens the youth, brings up the youth well for the better generation. The African culture teaches the youth the way the carving style, preaching, it is practical done, and that sharpen the youth for the better generation and better future. Thank you, Jared.
Okay, thank you, Gisera. No, 3 strong claps to Gisera Salvatore. Okay, endpoint, point of inquiry. An additional point? Okay, that's good. I would like to welcome another principal speaker from the opposite side. Kelvin Matthias, take the floor.
My name is Kelvin Matthias. I come from Iluhya Secondary School. Opposing this motion is like slashing trees from the Amazon forest using the razor blade. I will oppose this motion by the following views. My first view states that European culture influences globalization. Globalization, this is the act of making the world as a village. Through what? Through the use of technology. We can use phones to communicate with people from different nations and different areas. Someone can communicate with someone from USA using a phone while him or her is in Africa. So there it has helped us in globalization. My second view states that it influences formal development. Formal development, it influences formal employment. Formal employment, through formal employment, we talk about these are works that do not use a lot of power, like these works of the offices, like teachers, doctors, engineers. But at past, people used a lot of knowledge and people used a lot of power to get things and goods. Like blacksmiths used a lot of time and power to make iron tools. But now we have got a lot of production due to the growth of technology. My third view states that it improves talents. Here talents, we talk about football playing, netball, volleyballs, frisbee, golf. But in past, these African people, they are not these games. But this European culture, it has influenced us to get these things, which we are now using them. And even here, this is my talent to speak in front of the mass and to educate you using the debate. This is my talent. So through European culture, it has influenced me to talk in front of people. This is my talent. Thank you. Those are my points.
Okay, thank you, Kelvin Matthias. 3 strong claps to Kelvin. Any point of inquiry? Allowed from Vanessa.
I'm Vanessa Joseph. Thank you, Mr. Lady. I would like to inquire my friend. You said European culture provides employment to people, right? So what about the Africans who use European culture, for example, formal education? They are struggling in the streets, don't have, because of lacking of employment. How do you speak on that?
Can you answer? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Reddy, for giving me this golden chance. I would like to answer my friend. European culture, it has provided us education and not employment. European culture, it has provided, 1 more minute.
Okay, time is over. Thank you, Kelvin Matthias. 3 strong claps to Kelvin. Okay, the audience, please don't be dull. You are supposed to participate also. Have you got me? Okay, I would like to welcome another principal speaker from the proposer side. Vanessa Joseph, take the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Lady, and your cabinet, opposer side, and House at large. I'm before you here to propose the motion that states that African traditional culture is better than European culture. My first view is it provides entertainment. When we speak about entertainment, we mean songs, poems. Many tribes in Africa have their own way of entertaining, right? Like there is Makonde dance, there is the Ndundiko from Haya. I think you know that, right? So through that, we entertain. And people from different places come in our country just to watch those dances. And they're amazing at all, right? The other view is it enhances tourism. Tourism is the act of moving from one place to another for leisure, for other purposes. People from all over the world come in, for example, in Tanzania, right? Come in Tanzania just to come and watch how tribes live, right? When we speak about tradition, it's the way of dressing, eating, and all that, right? Like people come from other countries to come and watch the Maasai society. I think they enjoy them, right? The other view is it reduces spread of sexual transmitted diseases. Sexual transmitted diseases are diseases caused by sexual intercourse. For example, in Tanzania, right? There are some tribes which practice FGM, female genital mutilation. Female genital mutilation is a removal of some parts of private parts. And when they remove that part, it controls sexual desire. So you want to have a desire of practicing sex. Because when you practice sex too much, it will increase diseases, right? So FGM is good at all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Vanessa Joseph. 3 strong claps to Vanessa. That's good. End point. Point of love allowed.
Thank you, Chair, for granting me this chance. I would like to give my points of love to Vanessa Joseph as follows.
Okay, thank you, Eda. That's nice. I would like to welcome the principal speaker from the opposite side. Elia Nelson, take the floor.
Thank you, Chair. My name is Elia Nelson from Elct, Iluhya Sekondari. I'm opposing the motion by my following views, where my first view is that European culture has influenced the family planning. Family planning, this is the education on how to maintain the number of people in families. This has helped the country to maintain the population of people in the country, which has led to the better surplus of social services, including health services and others. Then, my second view is that European culture has influenced the development in the world. This is because European culture influences the development, has influenced the development in different sectors like building of roads, new ways of treating people by using medicines which are manufactured from the industries that helps to keep the health of the human being well. Then my another point is that European culture has avoided the spread of diseases. This is because the European culture has abolished the practices that transmit diseases. These are practices which involves female genital mutilation. Then European culture has influenced the monogamy. This means that a man is allowed to marry only one wife, so that to avoid the transmission of diseases from one person to another. While the African culture facilitates the polygamy, which involves a man to marry more than one wife. Thank you, the Chair. Ready.
Additional points allowed from Kevin.
Thank you, Ms. Chair. Ready. My addition point is as follows. The European culture has facilitated the international interaction. Actually, the Europeans have the culture of interacting with people. As we can see, there are a lot of people from European countries. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Elia Nelson. 3 strong claps to Elia. That's good. Okay, I would like to welcome another principal speaker from the proposer side. Serena Kijugo, take the floor.
Thank you, Chairperson, the Secretary, Timekeeper, the Chief Judge, the 2 fighting bodies plus the audience. My name's Serena Kijugo, and I'm proposing the motion which says that the African culture is better than the European culture. I propose this motion because of my following views. My first view is that the African culture develops the skills of individuals. If we talk about the skills, a skill is the ability of a person to do something well. So, through the African culture, people get different skills. Examples of these skills include pottery, weaving, narrating stories, and communication skills. If we talk about communication skills, which means that the people are being educated on how to communicate with people according to their mood and their background. My second view is that the African culture has developed humanity. If we talk about humanity, it means that the way a person behaves, and this includes behaving kindly to the people. And if we talk about humanity, it means that the walking style, wearing, eating style, greeting style, and behaving well in the society. And if it's about humanity, the people in the societies are being educated on how to wear properly. Wearing good clothes is not like the European culture. My third view is that the African culture enables unity and cooperation among the people. If we say about unity, means that the people work together, and cooperation means that the people interact and help each other in various ways. The people in the societies can communicate or can be having unity through ceremonies, the disease outbreaks. And also, unity helps people to develop their trade through interaction from one place to another. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, point of love allowed.
My name's Agaba Anderson. My point of love goes directly to the previous speaker, Serena Kijugu. I love a good English speaking. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you, Agaba. Any other point? Okay, that's nice. 3 strong claps to Serena Kijugo. Thank you. I would like to welcome another principal speaker from the opposite side, Conrad Kagaluki. Take the floor.
Thank you, Chair Lady, for giving me this chance. My name's Conrad Paul Kagaluki from Elct, Iluhya Secondary School. I'm here. I feel much pleasure to get before you to oppose the motion that states that the European culture is better than the African culture is better than the European culture by my following views. My first view is that the European culture has played a big role in promoting civilizations to the Africans. This is civilizations, the process of making someone to behave properly in the society. Therefore, the European brought the civilization in Africa through the different practices such as the use of spoons, whereby in Africa they preferred the use of hands, but also there is another practice such as washing of hands and feet before and after eating, also before and after entering the latrines. My another view is that European culture has played a big role in developing the technology. As we know that the world of nowadays live by the technology. When I talk about the technology, I mean that there are the use of phones, the phones, there are the use of computers, the use of televisions, and other such kind of instruments. Therefore, this has enabled to easy, to make the communication easy. My third view is that the European culture has brought the European culture has played a big role in promoting the proper religious beliefs rather than the African which they preferred to. During that time, the African culture, they were worshipping the gods under the trees, the big mountains, and etc. But the African culture has brought the good way of worshiping, whereby we worship to one God Almighty. Thank you for listening.
Addition.
Okay, additional point allowed from Kevin Kajuna.
Thank you. My addition point is as follows. The European culture has facilitated the growth of military weapons and tools. As we can see, many African countries have imported the military tools such as bombs from the Europeans. It is their culture to make them strong military weapons. Thank you.
Thank you, Kevin. Any other additional point? Yes, from Sasha Loud.
I would like to appreciate the previous principal speaker, Conrad. I've appreciated the way you elaborate your points.
Okay, thank you, Conrad Kagaruki. Okay, I open now the debate to the audience. Any additional points from the audience? Okay, any additional points from the principal speakers? Okay, Serena Kijugo around.
Thank you, Chair Lady. Once again, my name is Serena Kijugo. I add the following points. The African culture conserves the wildlife. Through the African culture, people are being taught on how to conserve the wildlife. A good example is about the Maasai societies. They are trained how to live with wild animals, and the Europeans, if they come in Africa, they expose plastics, papers. So when the wild animals eat those papers, they interrupt their digestive systems and cause deaths of organisms. My second point is that the African culture helps people to know their background, and this is through the storytelling. In most of the villages, people light fire, and the elders always narrate stories to the young children. So this helps in molding or shaping the youths. Thank you.
Okay, 3 strong claps to Serena Kijugo. Additional points from Kevin Around.
Thank you, Ms. Chair Lady, for giving me this opportunity. My additional point is as follows. Their language is superior. Here I mean that take a look on the English language. It's used in countries all over the world, like Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, and more other countries. Even we even use these languages in our phones to subscribe in YouTube's. Many of the messages are in English, and we do subscribe many of the things in English and not Kiswahili. It's very rare to use Kiswahili, but the most used language is English, and there are other more languages like French and Portuguese. Thank you.
Okay, thank you all. Time is over, suspended. I would like to welcome the secretary to give out the number of points which have been given by the principal speakers. You're welcome, secretary.
Thank you, the chair lady. The number of points given by the proposal sides are 9 points, and the additional points are 2, giving a total of 11 points. And the side of opposers, the number of points given by the principal speakers were 9, and the additional points were 3, giving the total number of 12 points. And the winners the winners will be announced by the judge.
Okay, thank you, secretary. 3 strong claps to the secretary. Wow, good. I would like to welcome the grammarian to give out the general. the general mistakes from the principal speakers. You are welcome.
Thank you, Chair Reddy. The mistakes done in the debate were as follows. The pronunciation, somebody said things instead of things. We do pronounce things. And the other mistake was the use of noun and the pronoun at the same time. Grammatical, we don't use the noun and the pronoun at the same time. For example, African culture, they were using. That is not grammatically allowed. The last mistake was somebody said that infrastructures. The word infrastructures has no plural. It says infrastructure. Thank you, Jared.
Okay, thank you, grammarian. 3 strong claps to the grammarian. Good. Lastly, I would like to welcome the judge. You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Chair Reid. In my judgment, I was judging the confidence of the speaker, grammarian use, language, and time management. The best confident speaker was Vanessa Joseph. The principal speaker who has used the grammarian words well is Serena Kijugo. The best language user was Kevin Matthias. And the best time manager was Elia Nelson. To conclude, the best speaker was Serena Kijugo. Okay, by the mandate I've been given by the chairperson to announce the winners of this debate are opposers.
Okay, you clap for the opposers. Wow, good. Okay, I would like to thank you all who have participated in this debate. The secretary, judge, grammarian, timekeeper, 2 fighting bodies, and the audience, I would like to thank you all. And this marks the end of our today's debate. Thank you all.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That was wonderful debate. Thank you. Dear viewer, I think you have watched the debate, and of course I'm sure you have learned something. They have taught us under 2 cultures. They have said African culture is more than European culture. It is you to judge which culture is better than the other. But according to them, I think you have seen the winner. Which side has won? It is you, it is up to you to decide. Now, after having seen that wonderful debate, now we are going to see another artwork. And this is a traditional instrument which has been at least made with a certain student to show us how even traditional instruments can work instead of these modern tools or modern devices. And here, let us see what the student is doing.
Unasema njoni kwangu nyinyi msumbuka na wenye kulemewa na mizigo na nitawapumzisha. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa jamaa. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa. Bwana ametuokoa kutoka dhambini. Shetani ana makao sasa yamepotea. Mathayo 11:28 mstari jamaa. Mathayo 11:28 mstari. Unasema njoni kwangu nyinyi msumbuka na wenye kulemewa na mizigo na nitawapumzisha. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa jamaa. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa. Bwana ametuokoa kutoka dhambini. Shetani ana makao sasa yamepotea. Enzi zile za utumwa tulibebeshwa mizigo jamaa. Enzi zile za utumwa tulibebeshwa mizigo. Tulibebeshwa mizigo ile tusiyoiweza. Kwa huruma ya Mwokozi sasa tumekombolewa. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa jamaa. Wanadamu shangilia, sasa tumekombolewa. Bwana ametuokoa kutoka dhambini. Shetani ana makao sasa yamepotea. Enzi zile za utumwa tulibebeshwa mizigo jamaa. Enzi zile za utumwa tulibebeshwa mizigo. Tulibebeshwa mizigo ile tusiyoiweza. Kwa huruma ya Mwokozi sasa yamepotea.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I think you have enjoyed a lot. You have seen how this local instrument works. Actually, even myself have really enjoyed this instrument. And this is how it looks like. It is just a piece of rope tied in a certain stick, as you can see, with this, how do you call this? It is a very nice jerrycan. And of course, it produces sound. Let me also taste so that you can see. Let me taste. Yeah. I can also play it as well. It is good. It looks nice. Wonderful. Clap for the boy. Clap for the boy. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Habari za wakati huu na Iluhya kwa ujumla. Habari za wakati huu wa Tanzania, Afrika Mashariki na Afrika yote kwa ujumla. Karibu katika mchezo wa dabi ya hisani ya watu wa Kariakoo inaokutanisha miamba miwili kutokea hapa ndani ya jiji la Dar es Salaam. Mchezo kati ya Simba na Yanga. Mchezo unaotikisa ama unaodidimisha watu na unaogusa hisia za watu mbalimbali kutokea maeneo mbalimbali hapa Tanzania na duniani kote huko. Mchezo huu kumbuka ni dabi ya kwanza ndani ya Afrika Mashariki na ni dabi ya 4 kwa Afrika yote kwa ujumla. Ni namna ambavyo unaweza kuona kwamba dabi hii ina mashiko kweli kweli. Watani hawa wameweza kukutana mara 172, Yanga ikishinda mara 39, Simba ikishinda mara 33 na draw ama kutoshana nguvu mara 32. Bila kupoteza muda wakati wanaotoka mjini katika mtarango wa leo ama wazamini wetu wakuu ni Star TV. Nikianza nikupitia katika vikosi, nikianza na Yanga wenyeji. Nambari 1 ni Jigi Jihala screen protector huyu. Fullback right ni Juma Shaban. Na fullback lefty atacheza Kibwana Shomali. Nambari 4 ni Dickson Job. Center half ni Mamnyeto. Holding midfield atacheza Nick Bangala. Wing ya kulia atacheza Jessica Perry Maloko Predator. Nambari 8 attacking midfield atakuwa ni Daktari Aridi Aucho. Striker ni mzee wa Kuadono Fisa ni Kalala Mayele. Na nambari 10 atacheza Faisal Mfetoto. Na 11 atamalizia the Godfather wa jumla Saidon Tibazonki. Sabu decision atakuwepo Dickson ya Mbundo Makambo, Shua Boy Mawia, Dennis Nkane, chini ya kocha mkuu Zubel Nasir Zubel bin Nabi pamoja na kocha msaidizi Cedric bin Nabi. Formation ni 4-3-3 kwa upande wa Dar es Salaam Young Africa ambao ni wenyeji wa mchezo huu wa leo. Ni kupitia katika kikosi cha wekundu Msimbazi. Nambari 1 ni Hemanula. Nambari 2 ambao ni fullback right atacheza Shomari Kapombe, show me the way. Fullback ya kushoto atacheza ni Zimbwe Junior Mohamed Hussein. Nambari 4 atacheza Ochain Joash Nyango, mtu nusu chuma. Center half ni Enoch Kinonga Baka Varane. Nambari 6 holding midfield atacheza Jonas Mkude Nungu. 7 atacheza Kibu Dennis, last fall never die. Nambari 8 atacheza Bwadi ya Maestro. Nambari 9 atacheza Krishi Kope Muchimba Mugalu. 10 ni Sako na 11 atamaliza Super Ben Animalson. Substitution kuna Chama, Beno Kakolanya, Banda, Nyoni pamoja na Kagele. Chini kikosi kitakuwa chini ya kocha mkuu Pablo Franco Martin na msaidizi wake Suleiman Matola. Formation yao ni 4-4-2. Waamuzi katika mchezo wa leo, line 1 atakuwa ni ambaye ni Abdul Aziz kutoka kule Arusha. Line 2 ambaye ni Frankie Komba kutoka Mwanza. Na mwamuzi wa kata atakuwa ni Ramadhani Kayoko. First official atakuwa ni Jionee Elct kutoka huko Kagera. Yanga wakitoa mashambulizi yao kaskazini kupeleka kusini mwa uwanja, Simba wakitoa kusini kupeleka kaskazini mwa uwanja. Mpira umeanza kwa kasi, Yanga wanaanza na wenyeji sasa. Control vema kule Faisal Mayela amekia Fei. Fenengia tamchanja mmoja kumtafuta Saidon Tibasongi kwa kule nani yule, show me the way Shomari Kapombe. Bridgeman, mpira umeanza kwa kasi ndani ya dakika hizi. Pengine ni kwa nini?
Ukitazama Yanga inatafuta bao katika dakika za mwanzo, kwa sababu Yanga inapenda kufunga dakika za mwanzo ili dakika za mwisho iweze kulesti. Kwako obrigado.
Asante sana. Mimi ni Mr. Names obrigado. Haya, wana control tena vyema huku, show me the way anamtafuta Joashi Ochain mtafuta Mkude Nungu. Mkude anamvisha mtu kikoa na kataka uzuri huku Fei. Haya, unaondoka Fei. Sasa Fei amtafuta Jedi Kaperi Moroko nege anajikanyaga mwenyewe na mpira. Kosha vyema huku nani? Winga ya kushoto Zimbwe Junior Mohamed Hussein. Mpira nakata katikati kule. Haya, wanaondoka na mali ile Super Ben anaingia kina uzuri Kibwana Shomali control vyema Kibwana Shomali anaingia anamtafuta Suda ya Pemba. Mpira nakata katikati kule, anagonga kichwani Kibanga anaingia namna gani? Yani kamtengea nani? Jezi Kapeni Moroko. Hey, mistake. Kosha vyema tena Mohamed Hussein. Bridgeman tumeona Jezi Kapeni Moroko mara 2 mfululizo akipewa mpira na anazubaa, anakuwa mzito. Pengine nini kifanyike?
Mwalimu anabidi atazame namba hii, kwa sababu benchi kuna Dennis Nkanela ya kutoka Tanzania, anaweza kufanya mabadiliko kumtoa Kapeni Moroko kumuingiza Dennis Nkane, kwa sababu ni kijana shupavu na chachamavu sana. Kwako obrigado.
Asante sana Bridgeman. Nini kifanyike? Kasema pengine hesabu. Haya, mpira ulikuwa umetoka nje, anakwenda kulushani Halid ya uchofuji badokta amekwisha rusha na gonga kichwa kule Mohamed Hussein Zimbwe Junior. Mohamed Hussein bado Mohamed Hussein control vyema, anamtafuta Enoch Kinonga Baka Varane, anaukata kiganja, mpira unakata mstari katikati, gonga kichwa Nungu. Haya, Nungu sasa ana control vyema, lakini bado toa mpira nje mwenyewe, na ni mabadiliko yanafanyika. Anaingia katika bench Jezi Kapeli Moroko, anaingia bwana mdogo Dennis Nkane. Bwana mdogo mchezaji chipukizi kweli Dennis Nkane anaingia kuchukua nafasi, amekusha ingia sasa, inaweka moja ndefu ya chini huko ndio Fei. Pem tafutani Kibanga la huyu anaipata huyo, amekea ya Jezi Kapeli Moroko, ameka anatoka tena bado lakini bado Fei Mkuki anaweka Faisal Abdalla anaweka mkuki, msumari kweli umejaa, msumari waladi ule. Na mlinda mlango Aishi Salum Manula anasema bado naipenda sana oxygen, anaachana nayo moja kwa moja vuni, anakosa la kuongea na dakika ndo hizo zinayoyoma. Haya, dakika sekunde chache zimesalia, wanaondoka sasa. Osima kitafuta goli la kusawazisha, lakini kwenye mikono ya mlinda mlango screen protector kata kiganja katikati. Mwamuzi anaingia, anaangalia muda wake. Mwamuzi wa mchezo huu Ramadhani Kayoko anaangalia muda wake kwa mara ya kwanza. Kambume anaendelea Mohamed Hussein. Dakika 90 zimemalizika kati ya wenyeji Yanga Afrika kuchomoa msumari mmoja dhidi ya Simba. Mchezo waliokutanisha miamba hii kutokea hapa jijini Dar es Salaam. Ulikuwa na mimi Mr. Names obrigado pamoja na Bridgeman Brighton, hadi wakati mwingine.